Hi there, and welcome to the 100 Meditation Tips. In this practice, we're looking at making progress with our training. The first part of this is, of course, the meditation habit, which is what we looked at in the previous video. If you missed this, you want to refresh your memory on this, it's a short video, you can click on it here. Once we've established a meditation habit, then we're looking at trying to integrate our practice into our daily life. So ideally to be practicing meditation in the morning, if you're very keen, in the evening as well, maybe trying to find a spot in the day where we can take a few minutes just to gather ourselves. But most importantly, is because most of the time we're not sitting down formally meditating. So if we're wanting to develop and progress with our training, we need to try to be integrating our practice of meditation, focused mindfulness training into our daily life. Instead, we need to try and create a bridge between our life and our meditation practice. So it's not something isolated or separate, it's actually part of our life. It's starting to become a way of life, as opposed to something we kind of try and squeeze or slot in. If we're just squeezing or slotting it into our life, then we're never really going to experience the great benefits of the training. So integration of our practice into our daily life through training in mindfulness, through trying to live in the moment, trying to be here now. Whatever we're doing, we're eating, walking, talking, working, typing, texting, phoning, whatever it is, trying to be present, trying to be in the moment. In that way, we also extract the greatest meaning from our life because we're present, we're enjoying our life. We have a long life in the sense that we are present and we're making the most of each moment. Trying to keep our practice light, trying not to be too serious, too tight with our practice, keeping it light, keeping it cheerful, enjoying ourselves. If we enjoy something, we do it. We do it regularly. So having enjoyment, extracting enjoyment out of meditation training, that will come if we are focused on a particular meditation practice, if we can. There are thousands of different traditions, there are thousands of different meditation practices, but there comes a point after a while where we need to decide on a particular practice and stick with it. And then if we can stick with our practice, we'll start to develop and make progress with it. It's like anything, We have all this energy in our mind, all this, power in our mind. If we're doing lots and lots of different practices, then the power is dissipated. Whereas if we can focus our energies on one particular practice that we're happy with, then we'll start to make progress. That practice may have within it lots of other little practices, but it's a contained practice and we know where it's taking us. And try not to push. This is another element. Try not to push with our practice. A good analogy to help us understand this is the guitar string. When we're tuning a guitar string, we try not to tune it too tight. If it's too tight, it snaps. If it's too loose, it's dull, there's no sound. It's the same with our mind. When we're meditating, training meditation, we're like tuning our mind. We're trying to tune our mind. When our mind is unhappy and negative, it's out of tune, so we're trying to tune it to make it peaceful, make it calm, make it positive, but not too tight. So we're not trying too hard, but we're putting enough effort in for something to happen. It's an art. Training in meditation is an art, and it's almost how we approach our practice is our practice, and that will come over time with experience, being patient. Patience, of course, is the key. All good things come to those who wait. An analogy to help us with this, an old ancient analogy, is drops of water in a bucket. So if you put a bucket underneath a dripping tap, then if you're watching it and waiting for the bucket to fill, it will take time and it'll seem like nothing's happening. If you go away from it for a while, you'll start to see the bucket. When you come back to it, and perhaps you go out today, you come back to it, the bucket is overflowing with water. Same with our practice. Keep making an effort, keep doing short, practices through the day, integrating your training through the day, and you'll start to experience progress. You'll start to, when we say progress, in the sense that internal peace, you'll start to, we can read about the great benefits of training in meditation. It makes you more peaceful, it makes you calmer, it makes you more focused, more concentrated, more content with your life, it improves your relationships. But when are we going to experience those benefits? And those benefits will come over time through training in our practices. It's as simple as that. There's no secret or magic to making progress with our training. And just consistency and just enjoying the process. And before we know it, we will have changed. Without assessing ourselves, without monitoring, we look back and say, oh yeah, I'm responding to frustrations and difficulties in a calmer way now. My relationships have improved. I feel happy with myself. Perhaps even our physical health can improve through our training. I know in the live classes that I teach, sometimes even after a few weeks, students are coming back as a result of integrating their training and saying, yeah, I don't get as frustrated now when I'm challenged at work or on the road. So progress doesn't necessarily have to take a long time. It can come quite swiftly. We can see development in our life. Thanks very much for listening today, and I wish you success with your practice and hope you can develop and make progress, make an internal progress with your training.